Okay, we're going to go back with an SAT question. This is a simple one, fill in the blanks. Um, its level is somewhat moderate. And the reason we ranked it as moderate, you're going to see soon. So, Seminole, Muskegee, director Sterling Harjo or Harjo, is what we want to do. Blank television's tendency to situate native characters in the distant past. This rejection is evident in his series Reservation Dogs, which revolves around teenagers who dress in contemporary styles and whose dialogue is laced with current slang. So we've got some parallel words here, parallel structures, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight them. We've got contemporary. You can do styles too, but contemporary is the same as saying current. So you've got contemporary with current. That was a bad drawing. I'm going to take it off. And we're going to do this. And I'm just going to do it this way and go contemporary means the same as current. So television's tendency to situate Native Americans in the distant past. That does not match current. And I'm going to do that in a different color because I want you to get the word structure and how things work. Okay, so current means contemporary and contemporary means current. So obviously you've got this down that they're talking about a contemporary structure. Okay, so what do we want to say? If we're talking about distant past, we want to deal with this word here, distant past. I promised you a different color here. Distant past. So what they're really saying is that they usually situate native characters in the distant past. But you have a big word over here that says rejection. And I'm going to go on ahead and do this with the word rejection. Because rejection means that this is something that is against what television's tendency is. So let's start reading these things. And if you were to read them out loud, which I know you can't do on the day of the test, you'd be able to see how this rejection goes back over to the word tendency. And so we need a word that matches this word here, rejection, and the tendency to do certain things. Okay? So when you hear it, Seminole Muskegee director Sterling Harjo proclaims television's tendency to situate native characters in the distant past. This rejection is evident in his series Reservation Dogs, which revolves around teenagers who dress in contemporary styles and whose dialogue is laced with current slang. He is not really proclaiming something. He's rejecting something. And I want you to get used to looking at what he's doing here. He is rejecting something which is not the same as proclaiming. Foretells means that he's going before something actually happens. No, he's in current times. Okay, contemporary styles, he's current. Current slang, he's current. So it's this. Now, recants, choice D, means to actually go back and retell a story. So if we put that word in and we said Seminole Muskegee director Sterling Harjo recants television's tendency to situate native characters in the distant past, this rejection is evident in his series Reservation Dogs, which revolves around teenagers who dress in contemporary styles and whose dialogue is laced with current slang? Is that really what we wanted to do? Do we want to recant and retell something that already happened? No, it's something that he's doing. So he's kind of saying that seminal director Sterling Harjo he repudiates television's tendency to situate native characters in the distant past. What is he doing? He's saying, I don't think we do that. I think that people think they put Native American characters in the distant past, but actually I'm going to go on ahead and say we don't. A lot of these movies show Native American characters in a movie that is evident, like in the series Reservation Dogs, revolves around teenagers who dress in current styles, contemporary styles, and whose dialogue is laced with current or contemporary slang. So Sterling Harjo is refuting, or actually he's going against the tendency. Okay? How else can we look at this? Let's look at a word like, and by the way, A is the correct answer. Let's look at this and see what we're doing. I'll put this down here. A is correct. Are we talking about distant past? You have distant past here. Situate distant past goes connected here. Reject. You can leave this alone, but there you go, current styles. Distant past is not current. Okay, so you want something automatically, it tells you that the passage is opposite. So distant past does not equal current. All right, and we've got to make sure that we're getting our thoughts aligned and current, because if not, what's going to happen is you're not going to get used to these parallel structures. Okay, and this one is kind of hard. Only because you have to know what's happening here. I'd say it's moderately hard. Your answer is A, but you have to look at what's going on with the structure. Play this video over and over again. Start connecting what's going on. You want something that goes in the blank here. That's the answer. Situate past with contemporary styles here. Do this again. And with current slang here. So you've got a past that does not match contemporary styles or current slang. So what's he doing? He's rejecting this claim. So whatever's here has to show rejection. And the only word that goes there is A. And if you check for the question 6 digital SAE, A was most correctly the answer. So get used to doing these and getting your brain into a mental workout. We'll have another video next time. Thanks for watching.